This is exactly right.
We know so much more about our skin than we used to.
And we know how important it is to take care of it with CeraVe.
CeraVe facial cleansers don't strip the skin. They strengthen the skin barrier from day one. I've always used CeraVe.
They have little samples at my dermatologist as I'm leaving, and they don't do that with just anything.
CeraVe is the #1 dermatologist recommended cleanser brand and offers a range of facial cleansers for all skin types. Find yours.
Goodbye.
Hey, everybody. Here's the thing about other home security systems. They're all designed for after the window breaks, after someone's inside, after you get the notification, after the police come. SimpliSafe is the first system designed for before, stopping a break-in before it even begins.
That's right. Unlike traditional security systems that only alert you after a break-in is already underway, SimpliSafe is designed to help prevent the crime before it starts. Their cameras can detect suspicious activity at the perimeter and alert live U.S.-based agents. Then SimpliSafe's agents assess the threat, intervene, speak through the camera to scare off the intruders, and call for 911 dispatch.
That's right, and SimpliSafe has been protecting your world for 20 years, everybody. So celebrate their anniversary and save 60% on your new SimpliSafe system at simplisafe.com/stuff. That's 60% off, you guys, at simplisafe.com/stuff. Plus, when you order, write in our show name and the How Did You Hear About Us survey to let them know that we sent you. Don't forget, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Get into the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event and get away with a deal so right, it almost feels wrong.
Right now, you can get great deals on Hyundai's most popular models,
including the adventure-ready SUVs like the Hyundai Santa Fe or Santa Fe Hybrid and the Tucson or Tucson Hybrid.
Plus, there's the bold and stylish Elantra loaded with the latest tech.
Or go all-electric with the Ioniq 5 or the Ioniq 9.
So get down to your local Hyundai dealer and get away with a deal you'll love during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Visit HyundaiUSA.com for details.
Goodbye. Capture your favorite summer feeling with Pandora Jewelry.
Discover a collection inspired by the sunshine, freedom, and moments that make the season unforgettable.
From sun-kissed metals to personalized pieces ready to be engraved with your summer mantra.
Each design moves with you from beach days to golden nights and every memory in between.
Shop Pandora Jewelry's new summer collection in-store or online at pandora.net and let your summer unfold. Goodbye. Hello,
and welcome
to My Favorite Murder.
That's Georgia Hardstark.
That's Karen Kilgariff.
And today we have two very impressive guests on the show. He is an immigration and criminal defense attorney who you might know from TikTok. She is a senior leader in the nonprofit world and a self-professed frustrated writer, fledgling wedding officiant, and curly hair activist.
Correct.
And they're here. They're here to talk about their brand new legal podcast, which debuts in mere days here on Exactly Right Network. Please welcome all the way from New York City, the hosts of Brief Recess, Michael Foote and Mélissa Malebranche.
Hi.
Yay. Hi, everyone.
Yay. Should we
Big reveal, the wig comes off. Just,
now we know.
And here we go.
Yeah. Hi. Thank you for having us.
Oh, we're so excited to be here, really.
We're thrilled to have you. Thrilled to have you.
Thank
in
you.
a time like this. I think we should go back to the ketamine conversation we were
just
having.
We were just
Ketamine
chit-chatting.
Karen, we've been calling her. Ketamine Karen. She's in the studio.
She's on it right now.
We're going to do the first live podcast, Ketamine treatment.
I actually grew up with horses, so it is a very apt conversation. It's a horse tranquilizer
That's
humans have, appropriated.
Yeah.
Like they do for everything.
Right.
That's true.
Horse
Leave it
appropriation.
to the white man in the room to be like, let's talk about appropriation. Let's talk about
That's what they
taking
do best.
horse culture, reappropriating it for my club, my circuit party.
For your club nights.
Yeah. No, ketamine therapy is what I've been doing, and it's incredible. It's helped with deep anxiety. I think I used to get really bad panic attacks, and it just sort of shifted the way I sort of perceive myself when I'm experiencing anxiety.
Okay.
Do you get anxiety? You're always the cool, calm, collected one.
I will
in
say
the friendship.
that historically I have not had anxiety, but perimenopause, that bitch.
Dude.
Let me tell you something. And since
That bitch.
really, and since then,
That old girl.
So true.
my anxiety is ridiculous. And it's about anything. It could be about anything, about nothing, right? And I was actually going through my text messages looking for something, and I found a thread between my cousin and I where I was saying to her that I had just come back from my gynecologist who said to me, I think you're in perimenopause. In 2017. I am still there.
You're not on any, are you on anything?
I'm on, yes.
Yes, I got my patch.
I
got my patch.
But I'm not on
ketamine yet.
I am on the patch,
Okay.
but I'm not on ketamine. And I feel like the anxiety is such that it can almost paralyze you.
Yes,
Yeah.
I've been there.
And I think for me, what was so surprising is that I didn't know what was happening to me.
Right.
So I just thought I was going crazy.
Right.
No, I
was going
remember when
crazy.
you and I were connecting a couple years ago when this was starting to happen.
Yep.
And you were like, I actually think I'm going insane.
Yeah, that's what it
Well, they
felt
didn't
like.
talk about it in 2017. It's just now that
No.
we're finding out
This
this
huge
stuff.
explosion.
Yeah.
And I remember, I went to my mom and I was just like, did you have this? No.
Yep, same thing. My mom never turns out,
No.
Yeah,
never had
Totally
it.
fine.
They just got hot every once in a while.
Right.
Other than that, it was
But
fine.
I can tell
Can
you.
we turn the air on? I'm sorry. Can we get the air? No.
Actually, yes,
actually, it is a
I
little
am
warm.
so hot.
But interestingly, I remember when my mom, I didn't know what it was at the time.
Yes.
Oh.
But I remember there was this period of time where I felt like my mother was going insane.
Yes.
And I remember saying that to my dad, I think something's wrong with mom. And he was like what? And I was like, I don't know.
I'm a child.
I was in my 20s, but like she was acting so crazy. And she, in hindsight, I'm realizing, was having panic attacks, was having
my God,
anxiety.
yeah.
It's when her claustrophobia really sort of exploded.
Those
she couldn't
hot
be
flashes, like you can't explain that to someone who won't get them, that it does feel like claustrophobia a little
Yes.
bit. Like you need to take off all of your clothes
Yes.
now
Yes.
and you're angry about it.
Yes.
Like you're also
Yes.
very angry. And
No,
you're
very
I've
angry.
been there. I'm not going through menopause, but I have angrily wanted to rip my clothes
No,
off
I can
before.
remember one day, like coming off of the subway, going into the office and feeling like I was going to die. I went into the ladies' room. I took off all my clothes and pressed my back up against. I swear to you, pressed my back up against the stainless steel door.
felt
Yes.
so good.
Because the heat is coming from inside the
Yeah.
house.
Yes.
It's horrific.
It's like what
And
they
it's
say
up to
about
high.
totally.
Yes. You just can't control it
No.
in any way.
Nope.
And it is a surprise. The thing that's driving me crazy is now on TikTok, the big thing where they're talking about, in women's medicine, they've never done any research about
never.
the way
Yes,
A,
of
B,
course.
C, D.
No.
So this idea that now in 2025 we're suddenly talking
Yes.
about
Yes.
perimenopause and menopause is a disgrace. It's
appalling.
insane.
Yeah.
Well, historically, they would just be like, oh, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Why
Well,
don't
that's
you
what-
just not be
So,
crazy?
I had read this thing where they were talking about so fucked up, but like burning witches at the stake, and the women were usually like in their 40s.
Yeah.
So,
Oh my God.
I mean, again, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I mean, it
if
was-
it's,
yeah.
but
That fits.
but it
Yeah.
fits, right? It
Yeah.
kind of makes it. You're like, okay, that's what it is.
yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I think about my mom too, and like she had to get on, antidepressants and anti-anxiety, and
Yeah.
it was probably just hormones.
Yeah.
but they didn't check that back
Melissa
then.
called me one day and she was like, I honestly am so filled with rage. I don't know if this is attorney-client confidentiality that I'm breaching right
I
now,
didn't
but
do
I'm going to
anything, so
do
it's
it.
fine. But I wanted to.
She was like, I actually am concerned about what I might do to someone.
Yes.
Like, I am
The
so
rage
angry.
And like, I mean, I don't know if this is sort of related, but a little bit. So a few months ago, do you remember this? A few months ago, I was getting off the subway and
we talked about this on
Yeah.
the show. We talked about this on our podcast.
I accidentally stepped on the back of someone's foot. And I said, oh, excuse me. This man turned around and he kicked me. Wait. That's not even the worst part of
And
it.
I was the first call. It was like, okay, assault
Yeah.
on the subway.
I kicked
Let's
him
file
back.
a suit.
Yes.
She
But like, that was a part of it that like
You weren't wrong. You weren't wrong.
No, but like, that is not who I am. I don't kick people. But I kicked this man back, and this other man behind me came.
He was like-
no, I didn't kick him too. The other man,
Just all the way everyone
it was a
around you.
Teenage Mutant Ninja
sort of
Turtle
like
moment.
very gently touched me in the back and was like, "Don't do this." And I was like, "He kicked me."
Oh, what an angel that person.
I know.
Let's
but I was like
de-escalate, but
shaking.
de-escalate.
I was
Yeah.
so enraged, and I feel like that has never been me before.
No.
Right.
And I don't know if Taraji Henson was on somebody's podcast and she said that she really feels that we are born with a certain amount of fucks to give.
Yeah.
And by the time you get,
Yes.
and by the time you get
Like
to your
eggs.
50s, you are out of fucks.
Yeah.
I am 53
Yeah.
years old. I am negative fucks at this point.
So keep your feet to yourself.
Keep your fucking feet to yourself. You're going to lose a toe, bitch. Watch your mouth.
And I'm willing to go down. Like, it's weird.
Instant
So
violence.
What level of violence can you enact on someone who just kicked you without getting...
Okay, so
great
under
question.
tort law, you have a duty, breach, causation, and harm. So
Okay.
you have a duty to behave a certain way in society.
Okay.
If there is a breach, such as someone kicks you, then that duty's been breached. It has to be the causation. You have to cause someone's harm. So the harm is usually damages. So in this situation, the harm sounds mostly emotional, I think, is what we can ascertain.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I would say that it probably wouldn't pass the sniff test
Okay, so a
for
light
a
kick.
tort,
A light
a civil suit.
And I think-
usually there's some sort of documented medical issue.
the other thing I
Either
will
way,
say-
with her side or that man's side.
It depends on the state. So this was in New York.
Yes, it
so
was.
it depends. Contributory negligence. So if you were someone who contributed to the other person's harm and they harmed you as well, it kind of like cancels out in some cases.
It's a wash.
So it sometimes comes out in the wash. But
So would her
certain
flat
states-
tire and then the kick wash?
I
Then the extra
There were-
kick.
I need to know.
a flat tire is technically not
Right.
harm and damages.
I also apologized, right?
Yes.
Like, it wasn't just like I was like...
No, you were at zero
Yeah,
at
that was
point.
a curable.
And-
we cured
The other
in
thing
the
I will
moment.
say is that, to be fair, neither one of us had any power behind the kick. I feel like the kick was symbolic.
It was
Yeah.
middle school
Fifth
kickball.
graders? Yes,
I
exactly.
punched my best friend in high school, and I really didn't mean it. So I didn't hurt her.
Just came out.
Yeah.
He didn't hurt me and I didn't hurt him. I think I was so offended,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
offended.
Symbolic kick.
Yes.
Well, also to go from a slight accident
Yeah.
Yes.
to intentional harm.
Yeah.
Right.
is
Violence.
such a
Violence.
crazy
Also,
choice. That is a wild
it's
decision.
New York City in the morning on a commute. It's happened
Yeah.
to all of us,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
It's like,
It should
get
be
over yourself,
expected.
asshole.
Yeah,
Like,
get over it.
But in these trying times, are you seeing this? Is this a thing that's like an escalating thing where the normal interaction would have been no problem from that guy?
Yes.
But now everyone is under this insane
I will say,
stress.
do you think this? I feel like we are still not okay from the pandemic.
I was just going to bring
Yes.
up Miss Pandemic.
We just kind
because
of walked out of
she
it.
was like, we were like, okay, back to work divas. Like, we weren't
Right.
like, oh, we should all probably go to therapy.
That was
is-
tra-
yeah,
that was
it was
traumatic.
Really traumatizing, right? I mean, we were stuck inside the house, and it felt like, and it's easy, I think, to look back on and be like, okay, we made it out
we made some
relatively
sourdough,
okay,
we
right?
moved on.
But in the very beginning, it felt like the zombie apocalypse was upon us, right?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
We thought
very
this
scary.
a pizza delivery was going to kill us. Like that's the thing we forgot. Like we all thought we were going to die.
we
Yes.
were wiping down cereal
Wiping
boxes.
down
for
cereal.
God's
Yes.
sake.
Yes, leaving the mail outside, right? Like,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
it was, and it didn't help that the commander-in-chief at the time, whatever how you feel, in the very beginning did not take it seriously enough.
Yes.
And there were a
Yes.
lot of people that we thought we could trust who were saying, it's like getting a cold.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we
Tell
know
to the
this?
ventilators.
I know.
Right, exactly. So,
I remember
I mean,
when we were watching Italy, we were like, and we were watching what was happening.
The
in
bodies like
Italy.
stacked up in
yes,
trucks
in
and
Brazil,
stuff.
it was awful.
And in New York, there were choppers overhead 24/7.
right.
So it
Yes.
was like living in
And the
like
streets were
Saving
empty.
Private Ryan situation.
Yes.
empty. The streets were so empty and it was bizarre. And I also think what's interesting, like, you also saw that, like, wildlife came back around, right? Like,
Right.
The pizza rat took
birds.
over.
Yes.
the,
was
the water
yeah.
was cleaner
The
because
water-
because as
we were
human
drinking
beings,
from the East River.
It was a beautiful time.
it was a magical time, right?
I'd never seen out my front window. I have a beautiful view of the valley, and it was crystal clear. I could
Yes.
see so far
Yes.
that I was like, what is that mountain over there? I've never seen that
Right.
before.
So I mean, it just shows you, like, we are the problem.
Yeah.
100%.
We are
Human
the
beings are the problem.
Yeah.
It's us.
Whether it's on the subway or up where the view
All of
is.
it. It's all of it.
Yeah.
We are the problem.
It's true.
Oh my God.
How are you guys going to solve that problem on your podcast?
Yeah. So anyway, yes, we actually we have a 10-step plan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
10?
It starts with
Make it 2.
10 toes down, kicking people on the subway.
Okay.
Yes.
That is the whole
Yes.
plan.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're excited about this show. I mean, we actually are approaching a lot of these issues on the podcast. For the people who maybe know me from the internet, maybe they don't, everything I do, there has to be a this is what you can do button on the end of it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want any more doom scrolling. I don't want any more think pieces about fascism. It's not interesting to me. It is depressing, speaking of ketamine. And it's just not something I'm interested in consuming anymore.
Yeah.
And I just feel there's like this, I'm not a journalist, but I am like a citizen who has at least some knowledge of what folks can do to flex their democratic muscles, to combat what's going on in this country. I do a lot of work with immigration advocacy. So a lot of what I do is like, okay, this is literally what you can do from your sofa right now if this is pissing you off, if this is bothering you. So we don't cover any fucking story that doesn't have something at the end where it's like, this is what you can do if you didn't like this and you want to do something.
It's a teaching moment.
A teaching moment.
And like, not like a like didactic, educational, like sit down and eat your vegetables situation. It's like, no, we're going to talk to this congressman. And I think in the first episode, we talked to a congressman.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, what is the literal to-do list of what you are doing to fix
this?
It's
overwhelming because
it's very
especially
overwhelming.
on social media, it's like, no, that person was wrong and you have to do this. No, this person was wrong, you have to do that. This is, and it's just, you don't know where to start.
And I think the great thing is that because Michael is an attorney, he sort of understands the law. I am not, though. So I feel like maybe I can represent like most people in the audience, right? So I'll ask him questions like, okay, that's great for you as an attorney to go in and help one person. What can I do?
Yeah.
What can I do? And I think a lot of us have grown weary of hearing this advice of like, well, right, you're a congressman. All right. Sure. Yes.
That bitch.
Right.
What the fuck is no?
Right.
What is this? The fucking Victorian?
Right. Exactly. You know,
write a letter.
Write
19th century
Write
Russia.
a sternly worded
Stamp it with your
missive.
Anna
Right.
Karenina letters on a train.
Like what can I actually do, right? As a layperson, you know, somebody who has sort of average resources, right? And like, I don't have a huge social media presence, but what can I do? What are the conversations that I could have with people? And I think, you know, at the end, we're all looking for hope, right?
Yes. Yeah.
But real hope, not like airy fairy. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like I hate that. Like, well, you could just sort of like, I love my family very much, but like
I love a qualified statement.
No, you have to say it, right? But like a lot of the times, and if we have WhatsApp groups, and I think this is like a very sort of immigrant sort of situation. There's a family WhatsApp group.
Melissa's family is from Haiti.
And they are big prayers, right? They love to pray. They love a good saint.
Yes.
And and I think
my family.
What I get really frustrated at is like, you know, God is in charge. That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. If you are a believer, not everybody is, and that's also okay. Yeah. But what can I do?
Yeah.
Right?
We also have like non-deities in charge too, who have responsibilities.
In the meantime, because it seems like there's like kind of a disconnect. The internet connection isn't great between us and like, you know, GOD.
Yes.
So like in the meantime,
right.
dial-up is getting better.
God's broadband?
Correct.
Yes.
What can we actually do? What is one thing that I can do, right?
Yeah.
Like an individual thing.
That's how, the podcast kind of came together was because Melissa and I would sort of get together and we'd be like, what is going on? What can we do? And we would kind of talk about it, especially around like the Black Lives Matter movement. We were sort of figuring out like, and those were the dark days of the pandemic. That was that first year.
Yeah.
What can we do? How can we be safe? What can we do if we get arrested? What happens if something goes down at a protest? Like people were getting beaten in the streets for no reason.
Right.
So we were kind of looking at each other as dear friends who've known each other for so long.
What do we do? What do we do?
Yeah.
How do we help?
So that was really like when we came into this show, we were like, all right, that is the governing principle. That is our guiding light.
Right.
I love that because it's like when two people who agree completely talk, it's like, now turn to us, and that's a podcast.
Exactly.
Like we love true crime together. Let's fucking
it's perfect.
talk to each other about it.
It makes me think though about, you know, the amazing No Kings protests, but then of course like the 2-3 days later, what you start to hear on social media is like protests don't do anything, marches don't do anything.
What did that do? Right.
And it's like just as a person who isn't, you know, I grew up in the 80s and 90s where political action was not cool. It was like, you don't talk about that. That's for those people that went to like the student UN or whatever. And like everybody else needs to be rock and roll. And you're watching, you know, the fall of democracy kind of in front of you.
Yes.
And me seeing that where I'm like, that feels like a bad faith voice that's now in here when clearly that was powerful and huge.
Exactly.
And then you see the ICE raids and you see these people being taken and the rest of the community just coming right up and around and then they walk away. And I'm like, that's what it does.
That's what it does. Right.
So
and that is the best part about it, right?
And it's so fun. I mean, my husband and I, we take the dog for a walk every night. And we have like a debrief. We do like our daily sort of like debrief.
Love it.
And is it one of those dogs on your shirt?
Jack is a bad dog.
Jack is a bad
Jack is a very bad dog.
Villain.
I love it.
He's wanted in all 50 states.
Yes. 100%.
Sexual offender. Megan's Law. Just humping strangers and dogs in the street. Like he is a wild animal. He is a rescue. He lives with 2 men for a reason because he can't handle any other situation. And he's 13, losing his mind, dementia. Yeah. Just watch your back.
Does he have dementia?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's he's starting to sunset at night. He just,
oh my God.
He's so good. But I love him.
Yeah,
of course you do.
He's becoming even more adorable and endearing as he just becomes like this like crusty goblin and is just like wandering around the house late at night. Just like
I have a senile cat and she screams.
Mimi.
Screams.
Just for
How
no
old
reason.
is Mimi?
She's like 16.
Okay.
And she's going through it. And people keep giving us catnip toys shaped in knives, like bloody knives and axes. So she carries a bloody knife around the house, screaming. I don't know. Sorry, this is not here or there.
That's not you. George is actually she's pitching you her new horror movie.
Always coming from inside the house.
Yeah.
I know.
The irony of being killed by a cat is so sad.
I'd kind of be okay with that.
That's probably in Final Destination 3D or something.
Just
Yeah,
like
like the cat comes out of nowhere.
Okay, you're walking your dog.
We go on these walks and we sort of debrief and we were talking about the New Kings protest and I was like, Brad, like, what did it do? Like, why is this important? And like, he's like much more emotionally stable than I am. And he was like, think about like the impression that made on everyone, not the president.
Yeah.
Everyone else in an elected position in government saw this outcry, saw all these people coming out. And when you're looking at that crowd as an elected official who isn't in the White House, you're seeing the people who are going to vote or not vote for you in the next election.
Yeah.
That is the real power of something like that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's, what else does protesting do? Like, that sounds so dorky, but like, I really want to know because I'm scared to go out in big crowds like that. And like, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Is it smart to like, get in the middle of an ICE raid? Is it smart to, like, what should you do if you see that?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I asked that question too. What do I do if ICE comes into my neighborhood? What do I do if ICE comes to my workplace? What can I do? I mean, there's a part of me that feels like if they're in my neighborhood, I'm going to go out and just start yelling. I mean, immigration is here. Yep. Don't open your doors. Don't open your doors. Immigration. I feel safe doing that.
The ACLU currently has a lawsuit up against this administration, against ICE, because they are arresting American citizens now.
Yeah.
And they're being held in detention centers, which is a clear violation of so many constitutional amendments.
Did you see that when they tried to...
The guy yelling, I'm from the Bronx?
No, Brooklyn. The guy from Brooklyn.
I'm from Brooklyn.
I'm from Brooklyn.
Oh, my God.
Like, the New Yorker in me, my heart just opened up. And he was just like, suck my dick. I was like, I love it.
Amazing.
The best. Great.
That and the girl in the polka dot dress who
Oh my God, that was so crazy.
With a double middle finger. Love her.
But for me, I'm just like, I always think know thyself is like the governing principle in everything I do. It's like, okay, I know I'm a white man. I'm usually in a suit and a tie. I'm usually at like an immigration courthouse. I am going to be the person who's in the middle. Like that is how I need to like exercise that privilege.
You can stand up.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
I get incredible privileges in life being a white man in a suit who has an education. I can walk right past security guards into any building or business in New York City. Security doesn't follow me around stores. Okay, I get all these like fun privileges. When I get pulled over, nothing weird happens. Yeah. Okay, what can I do to help those people who don't have those same privileges, right? So how can I intervene in that adversarial situation where someone's getting arrested?
How can people like us?
Yeah, so thinking a lot about like, depending on the situation, like I can't advise people to break the law because I'll lose my license.
Do it. No.
But I mean, definitely attending protests, definitely contacting. It depends on the situation too, right? I mean, there's this incredible image on TikTok of like a young girl in like a Pilates outfit with an iced coffee sitting down in front of a car that has migrants in it. It's just sitting in front of a car that's trying to drive away.
Wow.
People who've been detained.
I think you you figure out what your comfort level is, right? And then maybe, and as time goes by, maybe you push it a little bit, right? So, I think I said this on our show, right? I was talking to somebody and I'm like, if somebody says something in front of you that is clearly racist or xenophobic and they think it's a joke, my favorite thing to do is to make that person feel uncomfortable, right?
Oh my God, this is Melissa does this and she is an absolute fucking villain.
Tell us. I'm going to
pretend
no.
So somebody's, and I'm just like, oh, wait, I don't understand. Turn it around to me, right? I don't understand why that's funny.
The person will be like, well, because, they're,
Black. They're black or they're gay.
Right. And I'm like, if you whisper it.
I have to whisper it.
I think you might be gay. And Melissa will be like, what? Sorry, I couldn't hear you. What was that?
I don't understand. Wait, so it's funny because of that. And then eventually... Yeah, the person is just frozen, and they're just like, "Oh no!" I mean,
someone at one point was like, "Melissa," because they're
touching their hand, their skin.
Melissa was like, dry skin. I was like, Melissa.
Yes,
and I'm like this.
and then blank, like when you're, and frankly, the audacity, right, of somebody to come up to me, a black woman, and be like, because, and this person was not a black person or a person of color, and they were just like, because what?
So crazy.
And I was like, what are you saying?
Yeah.
Now, I didn't feel like, again, I'm not somebody who kicks people, right? So I
heard a different story about that.
Okay, as her attorney, I'm going to have to put a halt to the questioning.
But if you are not somebody who is sort of naturally aggressive, right?
Yeah.
Or you're not somebody who likes to sort of cause a scene, you do it in the space where you are, right?
Yeah.
So I made this person explain to me what it was that they were trying to do. And then there is something, and maybe this is me just being petty Patty, but there's something that I find invigorating about watching the person deflate in that way.
Yeah.
You are not allowed to do that in front of me. There was somebody that I knew who they had asked a question about whether or not the person was Indian. And this person said...
Oh my God, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
This person said, dot, not feather. Excuse me.
We took great umbrage with this. This was
so,
a wild thing to say.
What is it, the 90s?
Explain to me what it is that you're trying to say here.
And let people sit in that discomfort. I mean, that's what we do in court all the time, right?
Make them uncomfortable until they are squirming. And hopefully, without being preachy, right, if that's not who you are, hopefully you've turned that into some kind of a teachable moment. Yeah. Right? Yeah. So the same person, this person was deeply problematic, but
Jesus,
we were talking about getting Mexican for lunch. And they said, oh, you're going to Home Depot.
What? Fired.
Who is this person?
Gotta go.
Bring him in here. We're going to interview him.
I think a lot of us have sometimes people like that in our lives who think that they could say things like that and that they can get away with it. If you are not somebody who is confrontational, there is a way to turn that into a teachable moment. Yeah. Right?
That's kind of what your podcast is going to be doing. Exactly. I can't wait to see you guys interview people who don't agree with you.
Very few people agree with it. No.
And I'm actually really interested because of the rage problem that I have. Am I going to be able to
perfect timing for a podcast?
Or am I going to do, what was the name of that woman from The Housewives who threw up the table?
Is that Leanne?
Teresa.
Right.
Throw up a table.
I'm not a real. I don't watch.
No, neither do I. But I know that clip.
Yeah, no, yeah. And the table we record at the iHeart Studios in New York, which is really fun.
Do they bolt down their table?
We asked our producer CJ to bolt down the table just for liability purposes, but I was gonna give you an out.
We know so much more about our skin than we used to.
10 years ago, no one in America knew what a skin barrier was.
It's time to take care of your skin with CeraVe.
CeraVe facial cleansers don't strip the skin. They strengthen the skin barrier from day one.
Formulated with 3 essential ceramides, hyaluronic acid, and niacinamide to provide long-lasting hydration and 12-hour oil control. I've been using CeraVe for over a decade, I would think. And now it's getting super trendy. And I don't know why, it just makes me proud that something I've used for so long is cool on socials now. But it really does work. And that's why it's been around so long.
No matter your skin type or concern, CeraVe has facial cleansers perfect for you and your skin barrier.
CeraVe is the #1 dermatologist recommended cleanser brand and offers a range of facial cleansers for all skin types. Find yours.
Goodbye. The Hulu original series Furious is now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+. From Liz Merriweather, the Emmy-nominated executive producer of Dying for Sex and The Dropout, comes a gripping psychological thriller.
Starring Emmy Rossum, Furious follows Alice Black, a rookie FBI agent on the hunt for Catherine, a mysterious and calculating female serial killer.
It's Alice's first case on the job, and she's already bitten off more than she can chew.
While Alice believes justice is achieved through law enforcement, Catherine has lost all faith in the legal system.
She's taken it upon herself to terrorize the rich and powerful men of New York in her pursuit of vengeance.
As Alice and Catherine's twisted game of cat and mouse unfolds, the lines between good and evil and right and wrong begin to blur.
With shocking crimes, tangled relationships, and secrets that change everything, Alice discovers there's a thin line between hunter and prey.
Watch the Hulu original series, Furious.
Now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Goodbye. There's nothing better than just laying around.
Whether you're fully horizontal or at a slant, it cannot be beaten.
Unless, of course, you have a Lola blanket.
Lola is the world's #1 blanket, crafted with ultra-soft luxury vegan faux fur and a signature 4-way stretch that sets it apart.
Their products are machine washable and double hemmed for durability, and they stay flawless. No pilling, no shedding, even after repeated washes.
And there's more. Lola also makes weighted blankets, matching pillow sets, and super soft pet beds.
Lola is a great go-to gift. It's personal, beautiful, and something your loved ones can actually use every day.
For a limited time, our listeners can get 40% off select Lola Blankets products with code MFM at checkout.
Just head to lolablankets.com and use code MFM to get 40% off your order.
After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and let them know we sent you.
Wrap yourself in luxury with Lola Blankets.
Goodbye. The future has an annoying habit of always showing up.
That's why now is a great time to start planning ahead.
Enter Acorns.
Acorns is a smart way to give your money a chance to grow. You can sign up in minutes and start automatically investing, even if it's your spare change.
The Acorns Potential Screen shows you the power of compounding and how your money could grow over time. You can quickly adjust how much you're investing every day, week, or month to make sure you're always building towards your goals.
Whether you're just starting out or thinking about settling down, Acorns supports your big and small goals across every stage of life. Sign up now and Acorns will boost your new account with a $5 bonus investment.
Join the over 14 million all-time customers who have already saved and invested over $27 billion with Acorns.
Head to acorns.com/MFM or download the Acorns app to get started.
Paid non-client endorsement compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns.
Tier 2 compensation provided, potential subject to various factors such as customers' accounts, age, and investment settings.
Does not include Acorns fees. Results do not predict or represent the performance of any Acorns portfolio. Investment results will vary. Investing involves risk.
Acorns Advisors, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/MFM. Goodbye.
How has that been? Because like you guys just going in and doing your weekly video podcast, is that like adjustment for you guys in any way?
It is. And what's really interesting is that I can see it, right? So when our first one, I think when I'm watching myself, listening to myself, I feel like I came across kind of wooden. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I was nervous. I was anxious. And I'm used to the conversations that I had with Michael being between Michael and I, not with cameras, not with people looking at us. Yeah. But I've been able to see, we've been doing we've done quite a few of them. A bunch of them now, and I have gotten more comfortable. Yeah. You know, even though it doesn't really feel exactly like the conversations that Michael and I had when we were alone, but it does. I feel very safe with Michael, and I feel like that's coming across, right?
Yeah, and we're talking about like difficult conversations here. I mean, we're talking about abortion rights. Yeah. We're talking about access to contraceptives. We have an opportunity. People have the opportunity to leave us a voicemail, and we play it on the show.
Yeah, I love
ask
those.
us their fun questions.
Hell yeah.
People ask us all sorts of crazy stuff. I mean, we call it Tales from the DMs, where we go into like the crazy things people DM me, which is like sometimes wild.
Absolutely insane,
and
but I love it so much.
Sometimes it's like admitting to a crime.
Right.
Hey.
That TikTok, Michael made a TikTok recently just showing, there was a couple of them, right?
Yeah.
People saying like,
his
I did
client
this.
was like, I totally did it. LOL.
I did it. LOL. Like,
in writing.
I was like, dude, what the hell?
In writing.
Yeah.
Has a DM ever been used as evidence in a court case?
Yeah,
Probably,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So under the Fourth Amendment, anything you text or your phone records, you are technically sharing them with a third party and you don't have a right to privacy. So if you are texting someone, technically you're texting AT&T, who then sends it to your friend. So you've already breached that expectation of confidentiality in the text message, and therefore it's not protected under the Fourth Amendment. So
I remember being really young and hearing that remember they used to have supermarket cards that they were like membership cards.
yes, the BJ's card.
Yes, that they can subpoena that.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
blew my fucking mind.
A guy found out that his wife was cheating on him from the Easy Pass. No. He got the Easy Pass records
That'll
of
do
her
it.
going back and forth to her boo's house. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. I represented her in the divorce.
And how's
But
she doing?
She's great.
Oh, good.
Flourishing.
She's got enough money to use that Easy Pass.
Oh,
She's
good for
doing
her.
great. And hire me. Good for her.
that's
Get it,
true.
girl. You got this.
Yeah.
Round 2.
It's such a public world. Like I think that kind of information, especially for say a Gen X or something where it's like, that was not the truth for my whole life until 26, 7, whatever. And now suddenly it's like, oh, you're on camera at the store.
Oh,
You're
I
on
took a
camera everywhere
Waymo
else.
here.
Yeah.
I took a Waymo here, and I'm going down Montana Avenue, and someone is filming me in the Waymo.
No.
Because they're like, look at this self-driving car go by. And I'm like, I've been documented at this place here in this time at this moment.
I mean, aren't you, as a fellow Gen Xer, I'm so glad that my life was not recorded.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, every
right on the
morning I wake up and think, the Lord.
Thank you.
You know what? Get it on camera right now. What was it? Do
tell
it
us.
straight to camera.
I used to do a lot of fake talk shows where I was being interviewed by David Letterman, but it was just an empty chair.
Oh my God. I used to drive around talking back to Terry Gross on NPR. I'd be like, oh, what was the question? I'd go, bloop, mute, and I'd answer that diva. I'd be like, my girl Terry. I'd be chatting with her.
This is Jeopardy.
And you'd be like really trying to construct the perfect answer where you're like, Dave, the thing about me is that just
Right.
I feel like I'm a natural.
I still do that.
And I would do like my haunted
we all?
NPR voice. You know how everyone on NPR, well, Terry, the thing about existing as a queer man in America
He's so calm.
is that we look at ourselves the way that we see the world.
Who
It's
is
always
this
a
man?
reflection and a mirror back of what's happening in the world around us.
That is actually perfect.
Isn't that good? That's like a Terry Gross voice.
It was very
Terry,
believable.
if you're watching, book me. My agents at CAA.
I feel like my voice has never gone to that decibel in the natural world.
Not a
ever.
natural world.
Ever.
Such a loud person.
That's a beta blocker voice,
That
which
is-
we were
It
also
is.
talking
Oh,
about.
I love a good beta blocker.
Oh, that has got me through this tour is take a beta blocker.
I'm waiting for the hotels to like leave it on the pillow for me. Like I'm waiting
Like a
for
mint?
The mints have
The new
gone by
mint.
the wayside now that everyone's like paleo and not eating sugar.
Right.
I want a little propanol on my pillow before bed because it does
Sweet
sort of
dreams.
just like calm you a little bit. And it's nice. It's not like a Xanax where you're like
It's not.
tripping.
Nope. You can
Right.
take it in the middle of the day.
Operate heavy machinery. Go
I
to your
always
job on a
do.
forklift.
I recommend
Yes.
you don't. Please don't.
I feel like I need to investigate this.
You do.
Yeah.
It just
Oh, I
stops
love
your
it.
racing thoughts
Yes.
in a way
Racing
that's like
thoughts.
does that like Xanax does too, but you're fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
like it you're
Like
addicted.
It
Yeah.
You got
turns
addicted.
down the like music playing in the background in your brain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is just Sabrina Carpenter on a loop
Yes,
for
yes,
me.
yes, yes.
It's
House
fucking
tour. Yes,
driving
I
me fucking
can't.
crazy.
I actually, oh my God, you're the composer from Exactly Right. I don't know if he
Tom?
has a hit out on me because I had him change the music and I had him base it off Sabrina Carpenter. I don't know if we're allowed to say this on the show, but I sent him House Tour and I was like, can you take the underlying like 90s theme from this? Melissa and I have a lot of 90s references.
We do.
Dunkaroos,
Even though he was,
Teenage
even though he was a
Turtles.
child,
Even though,
Yeah.
yes.
and I was out here making terrible decisions.
just a few.
Quite
name
a few.
names. Go on the name names.
Wait, how
What was
did
his
you
name?
guys meet?
Yeah.
Speaking of that
So
life.
yeah, Melissa and I have gotten to know each other through, we work together. We've known each other just for about a decade now,
Yeah,
right?
about 10
and we
years
have one absolutely chaotic villainous best friend who is sort of the glue between us.
She's my favorite.
Alyssa, and she is our best friend.
Alyssa is the kind
She's
of
our
person.
ward.
Yeah. Alyssa is you know, the kind of friend that you have that is down for whatever. Alyssa, we're going to Croatia tomorrow. Yeah. She's there.
She's at the airport in a fedora.
Oh, yeah.
She upgraded your seats.
Oh, and 100%. She has the miles. She is never home, and we track her location.
We track her.
Because we have shared custody of this 37-year-old woman.
I know. Because I worry about her.
I do too. I'm like, why are you at a casino? It's 2 a.m. I'm only awake because my dog is pissing everywhere. I'm cleaning it up and I'm checking her location. Why are you at a casino?
What are you doing? She's like, oh, I just got here.
Wait, do you remember when she left her phone at
an
a
Angel,
Yankees game?
An Angel found it?
At a Yankees game, and a guy named Angel in the Bronx found it.
Yes, he did.
And she was like, I'm going to go meet this guy, Angel. He's got my phone. And I was like, you are not. We're going with you.
Absolutely not.
We're going with you.
No, you can't do this.
I went with her. I was like, you're paying for the Uber. I'm coming with you. I'm your security. And we went and got her fucking phone at the Angel.
That is a good friend.
It was more the paperwork alone. If something happened to her, I'm not doing that paperwork. I'm not talking to her parents about this. It is untenable. It's not going to happen.
Could Alyssa ever make an appearance on the podcast, do you think?
Yeah.
Chaotic Corner with Alyssa?
Well, the problem is she'd have to be there on time.
Which, never mind.
Yes. But I do think at some point she's going to get so mad. She does have major FOMO.
She does.
She's going to kick down that fucking studio door.
At the very least, we have to have her call in.
In a chunky boot.
What can she bring to the table? What can she help with, do we think? What's her strength?
Alyssa just brings herself, like the Alyssa energy. Everybody needs a friend like that.
Actually, I went to a drag show with Alyssa last weekend in Brooklyn, and she...
Let the record reflect. They never asked me to go to any of these things.
Well, we went at midnight.
Okay.
And I had a couple drinks with me, and Alyssa's always out. So I texted her, I was like, meet me at this show. Right. I'm in the bar, and I can see her through the window 50 feet away. And I'm there for like 10 minutes watching her on her phone. And I'm like, what are you doing? So I called her because I'm like, I know you're on your phone. And I'm in here throwing dollar bills at a drag queen.
Yep.
And she's like, sorry, I'm booking a flight. She was booking a flight at midnight drunk.
On the street.
On the street.
It's all the time.
Where'd she go?
I don't think she knew. And it was like, that is a computer activity. That's not a phone. We don't book flights from our phone.
That's a laptop on the kitchen
table.
Laptop.
That's a desktop situation.
Yeah, it is.
We're not doing this on our phone.
She does.
I'm too scared.
I do it all the time. It's not flights, obviously, but like, can you use your phone for things like that in public?
Should you?
I don't know.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I've been,
because you're putting your credit card information.
But how
my
are they
credit cards have been stolen all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think they think I'm running game because it's always like $800 of vapes in Queens were bought on my credit card.
Yes.
They go to the vape store like down the road. It's like 10 different vape shops.
Stock up while we have this credit card available.
And I'm on the phone with the person from Amex, and I'm like, I swear I'm not vaping. I promise. Listen to this. Listen to this voice. It's not a vaping voice.
This is my instrument.
It's a hard smoker. Okay.
Right.
This is American Spirit.
Class to do American Spirits at least.
Yeah.
So thank you.
We know so much more about our skin than we used to.
10 years ago, no one in America knew what a skin barrier was.
It's time to take care of your skin with CeraVe.
CeraVe facial cleansers don't strip the skin. They strengthen the skin barrier from day one.
Formulated with 3 essential ceramides, hyaluronic acid, and niacinamide to provide long-lasting hydration and 12-hour oil control. I've been using CeraVe for over a decade, I would think. And now it's getting super trendy. And I don't know why, it just makes me proud that something I've used for so long is cool on socials now. But it really does work. And that's why it's been around so long.
No matter your skin type or concern, CeraVe has facial cleansers perfect for you and your skin barrier.
CeraVe is the #1 dermatologist recommended cleanser brand and offers a range of facial cleansers for all skin types. Find yours.
Goodbye. The Hulu original series Furious is now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+. From Liz Merriweather, the Emmy-nominated executive producer of Dying for Sex and The Dropout, comes a gripping psychological thriller.
Starring Emmy Rossum, Furious follows Alice Black, a rookie FBI agent on the hunt for Catherine, a mysterious and calculating female serial killer.
It's Alice's first case on the job, and she's already bitten off more than she can chew.
While Alice believes justice is achieved through law enforcement, Catherine has lost all faith in the legal system.
She's taken it upon herself to terrorize the rich and powerful men of New York in her pursuit of vengeance.
As Alice and Catherine's twisted game of cat and mouse unfolds, the lines between good and evil and right and wrong begin to blur.
With shocking crimes, tangled relationships, and secrets that change everything, Alice discovers there's a thin line between hunter and prey.
Watch the Hulu original series, Furious.
Now streaming on Hulu and Hulu on Disney Plus for bundle subscribers. Terms apply.
Goodbye. There's nothing better than just laying around.
Whether you're fully horizontal or at a slant, it cannot be beaten.
Unless, of course, you have a Lola blanket.
Lola is the world's #1 blanket, crafted with ultra-soft luxury vegan faux fur and a signature 4-way stretch that sets it apart.
Their products are machine washable and double hemmed for durability, and they stay flawless. No pilling, no shedding, even after repeated washes.
And there's more. Lola also makes weighted blankets, matching pillow sets, and super soft pet beds.
Lola is a great go-to gift. It's personal, beautiful, and something your loved ones can actually use every day.
For a limited time, our listeners can get 40% off select Lola Blankets products with code MFM at checkout.
Just head to lolablankets.com and use code MFM to get 40% off your order.
After you purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and let them know we sent you.
Wrap yourself in luxury with Lola Blankets.
Goodbye. Summer means a whole new world for your feet.
They're walking more, sweating more, and going barefoot all day long.
For summer feet that need real comfort, there's Bombas.
Bombas has a whole line of sport-specific socks for golf, yoga, the gym, and every kind of runner.
They also make soft, supportive compression socks that are especially great for summer travel.
Bombas sandals and slides are made from super lightweight, cushy, waterproof EVA foam, so they feel incredibly comfortable.
And the best part, for every item you buy, Bombas donates an essential clothing item to someone facing housing insecurity, with over 200 million donations and counting.
I wore my Bombas compression socks on the plane ride to and from Italy. And listen, I'm a girl of a certain age at this point. It needs to be done. And I felt so comfy and so secure with my cute little Bombas socks.
So head over to bombas.com/MFM and use code MFM for 20% off your first purchase.
That's BOMBAS.com/MFM, code MFM at checkout. Goodbye.
Well, maybe she'd be great at, you guys could do like pick a side.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
actually,
Yeah,
yes.
we could do a great debate.
She'd be great
Yes.
about that.
She
And
would be
so-
actually really good at that.
If you don't know, this is a little game where
What?
essentially we just make you pick a side in a very benign argument.
People write in just their basic problems. We're not going to solve anyone's big problems. Don't fucking listen to us.
That's not our
My
I
game.
love how they
God.
hired a litigator to come in and fucking fight about something.
finally
I will
settle.
die on a hill
Yeah,
right
right?
now. Okay, I'm
Right.
so ready.
Do you want me to go first?
Go. If you have a good one, let's do it.
Let's see. The subject line of the email was 17 years of contention.
Okay.
Hi, friends. Boy, do I have the lowest stakes, longest running pick a side for you. My husband and I have been married for 17 years, and at least twice a month for that entire time, we have argued over which is better, the basic Kraft mac and cheese with the powder or the Velveeta shells and cheese with the sauce pack. I'm not going to tell you who prefers which so as not to bias your opinion. This is such a low stakes issue.
This is
We will both eat either. Our kids will eat either. It's just an argument over preference, but I want the upper hand, so I'm hoping you ladies agree with me. Thanks for everything you do, Brooke.
okay. Do you want to rock, paper, scissors for a side?
No, you go ahead first.
Okay. Well, should I do like an opening statement?
I wish you
Okay,
would.
so
Yeah. Be a
thank you for-
professional.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. I will be representing the Velveeta cheese here in court today. And you're going to hear a lot from the defense about what is and is not cheese and what constitutes cheese. We have experts here in the courtroom who are going to talk about the process that powders go through and how they are still cheese, even though they're
I hate you.
reconstituted. However, let's say an animal gets run over in front of your house, right? Very sad, very tragic, and no one comes and cleans it up. And it's a particularly dry season, and it dries out, right? And then it rains, and it reconstitutes. Is that still an animal? I don't think so. And you're going to hear a lot from the defense about what is and is not reconstituted cheese here today. And what I'm here to tell you is that it isn't. Because Velveeta is in its purest form. We're not modifying, we're not adding. You don't have to add and take away in order to give something its original shape, texture, and taste. So,
In closing.
in conclusion, Velveeta is and always will be the best mac and cheese.
The best box mac and cheese.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. So I'm not going to do what Michael just did. I couldn't do that anyway.
You say that all the time.
Yeah.
So whatever Michael just did,
I'm not doing
I'm
that.
not doing it.
I hate them both, but I suppose that's the problem is that I don't like fake cheese, and they both feel like fake cheese to me. However, there is a certain level of creaminess to the Velveeta Shell's mac and cheese. What I wish, deeply, deeply wish, I don't like my mac and cheese with shells. I like my mac and cheese with like the elbow type, right? So if we could do
macaroni.
If we could do the creamy mac and cheese with the right pasta.
Has anyone done that?
I don't know.
You know there's somebody out there that buys both and combines the buns.
Yes.
Right?
That's what I would go for that.
I like the shell because it gets kind of stuck in there. You don't like that?
No.
That answer is just so diplomatic.
It
just like
it is very much, Carrie Russell
I think
in The
that's
Diplomat.
but I feel like that's a Melissa
now.
Malebranche response.
Yes,
That's how you do it.
That's usually how I do it.
Melissa Malebranche's responses are always like, it's all disgusting.
However,
However, I will say that, I do make my own bechamel for my macaroni and
I
cheese.
do.
Yeah, she does. See?
what do you fancy lady?
What's your recipe?
A combination. Ina has a good one. My grandmother had a good one. I usually combine all those things. It can't just be the one kind of cheese. You need several cheeses.
You do. Each one has a different purpose.
Right. And I like a baked mac and cheese as opposed to a stovetop mac and cheese.
Yeah. But they have different purposes.
Yes.
One is late night,
Yes.
stone drunk.
Yes.
I need something to snack on.
Feed
And
your
one is-
kids, shove it in their mouth, be done.
Yeah,
Yes.
Melissa's always making fun of me because I go to Taco Bell when I am glazed over. And people will recognize me as like the TikTok lawyer at 4 a.m. Taco Bell. Because it's all like 22-year-olds from TikTok at the Taco Bell leaving the frat
Except
party.
for you.
Except for me. I'm like
long in the tooth.
Melissa says I'm a little long in the tooth to be going out all night. And so
Hey, Taco Bell divas.
Hey, divas. Diva, you're not supposed to get that. She's like, Gordita Crutch girl. And so when I'm there, sometimes people will be like, so my landlord's giving me trouble.
Oh, my God.
And I'm like, I've got one eye on last weekend and one eye on next weekend. That is, and gone. There is no way I could be giving legal advice at this point. And Brad stepped in the one time. He was like, he cannot be giving. Do not listen to anything he's saying.
Because he will, right?
Because he was at the club with me seeing what I was doing. He was like, you should not be talking to anyone right now. Not even
Hit me
Uber
up in
driver.
48 hours when I've recovered.
Yes. Yeah.
That's true.
Okay. Want another one?
Wait, where do you guys come in?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We don't matter.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, we were trying to make you guys argue. Well, I have very early daycare memories of Kraft mac and cheese that when I smell it, I just go like that. Like it's that kind of like, I realized I was being warehoused at age 4 and I was just like, what the fuck is
that
this?
visceral reaction.
Yes.
Yeah. I can smell a Chobani yogurt across the subway platform. I can triangulate someone's fucking location based off that goddamn Chobani smell. You know that smell.
Yeah.
It's like
Powdery.
the airport at 5
Sour.
a.m.
Yes.
You didn't sleep. You're waiting to board.
Coat your
Route
stomach.
4.
Yes.
The
God, that
South.
sounds-
They're already.
You're making me so sad right now.
Anyway, sorry.
need
Bring
ketamine.
us back. Bring us back.
Well, I have a Midwestern husband who loves snacks and like really bad food. So he buys the little cups, individual cups of Kraft.
Oh, yeah.
We do the powder, we mix it up. It's like perfect. And then you add more cheese.
Oh, from the
real
fridge.
cheese.
Got to get that Tillamook
the real
up in
cheese.
here.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know what they're doing at the Tillamook factory.
Oh, they're just delicious.
They're just happy people.
Yes.
They're living in a beautiful valley.
Yeah.
I met one of the employees and he was, he's like dating my cousin. They might be married. If I didn't send a gift, I'm sorry.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
This is a gift of getting comment.
And he was like, I've worked there for years and it's like the most wonderful employer. It was actually, I think it might be a cult.
We stopped there on the way from like Portland to the ocean, and it's this gorgeous. It looks like you suddenly went into the picture on the front of a package of cheese, like the little hills, the like green hills go like this, and in the split,
idyllic.
And there's like
farmhouse.
a cow perfectly staged.
And they
like,
have a dairy and a factory that you can tour, and then at the end you can buy whatever they make. and there's this big ice cream shop. So everybody there at the end of the tour is eating triple scoop of ice creams and smiling and
they're singing. I think they might be singing.
What's everyone's ice cream order? That's a good one. That's a good,
Peanut butter and chocolate.
Peanut butter and chocolate.
Cookies and cream. Yeah.
Ben and Jerry's has everything but the.
Yeah.
That's a really good one.
So good.
That's
so
for the
good.
girlies who can't make up their mind, right? Like
Which
that's
is
for the
me all the
divas who are
time.
like, I want a little bit of everything. I'm in chocolate chip because very cleansing.
Yes.
Very light.
It is.
It's elevating.
Yes.
Yeah. It is like the elevated choice for the modern woman.
The same with like the York peppermint patty, where it's like, this isn't a chocolate bar.
Yeah.
That's my favorite. That's my
patty.
favorite peppermint
You
patty.
get it fluffy because those are egg whites in there. Did
Really?
you know that? Yeah.
So it's protein?
No, it's not vegan. So
be warned.
I came here today. I was like, I have a full leather jacket. I've got a big leather bag. And I was like, I hope no one had exactly right as vegan. I'm so sorry.
There's a couple of them.
I'm sure there are.
Yeah.
Okay, I hope they're not. And you know what? I can handle it. I'm okay. I've been through worse.
Sure.
But
You passed the bar.
You're still part of this family.
I mean, was it really just a big fur, a big bear skin fur?
Melissa loves a vintage fur. We talk a lot about vintage fur on our show.
It's okay, right?
Yeah.
I think it is. I mean, and maybe I'm just sort of like trying to justify what I'm doing, but I feel like it's already dead, right?
Yes.
And I didn't do it,
it was a minute ago. It wasn't like last season.
The first fur coat that I got, I inherited from an aunt of mine, and I will say that I remember when she got it, and for her, I feel like it was a moment where she felt she had arrived.
Yeah.
Right? Like it was like a big deal. I feel like in the 80s, right, when I was growing up, a woman with a fur coat was a woman who had arrived.
Yeah,
right?
status symbol.
So, yes. So, and she passed away and she didn't have any children, and the rest of my cousins all lived in sort of tropical places. So I was like, so it's either I take it or it ends up in a landfill somewhere, right? And I also, because I love estate sales so much, there was this woman who, she was in publishing. She had died. She had the best clothes in the world.
People in publishing have fierce. New York City is like the hub for the publishing industry.
I racked up and I bought her fur coat. And I love it so much.
Yeah.
But I get it that people
Melissa called me from the estate sale.
I did.
And I'm the friend people call when they're like about to maybe do something unethical.
Yes.
They're like, I just kind of want to like run the gut check past you because my ethics are a little gray, I would say. I do represent people accused of violent crime sometimes.
Sure.
I do a lot of work with immigration defense, but sometimes there are like a lot of crimes attached to it. I was just telling the two of you before we started rolling about my client who was allegedly was caught with a bunch of heroin at the border. So I've a lot of things. I'm sort of the ethical gray area friend, which is like a really fun person. And Melissa did call me and ask me. She did call me as if
I did.
There was some sort of heinous crime committed.
Is it okay?
And I was like, yeah, do it.
Oh my!
It's already,
it already exists.
My yaya died, and my mom donated her furs to the animal shelter.
Oh my God! What? It sounds like a threat.
It was like,
But you know what though? I had so a while ago when I got this coat, I posted it, and I was just like, what do people think I should do? And a lot of people said that I should donate it to an animal shelter.
Yeah, for the puppies to like snuggle with when they're like, if they don't have their
But I was like, I don't know. Like, it felt weird, right? It's almost like giving chicken to a chicken. Like it just felt wrong. Yeah.
There's a butcher shop in New York. I lived there very quickly.
Karen, I'm so worried where this is going.
And the picture outside is a little pig with a chef
I know what you're talking
with
about.
a knife.
Yes, it's yeah.
And I took pictures
Cannibalistic.
the first
That
week
is,
I lived there. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yes. Yeah, what is that?
He's just like, come get our sausages.
Yeah,
And
it's like,
Oh no!
Did you know him?
Sweeney Todd.
The hot dog putting ketchup and mustard on himself.
That is self-harm.
No.
That is self-harm.
That is
self-loathing. That is self-loathing.
That is self-loathing.
Yeah.
We're excited. We're going to talk about fat discrimination on the next episode. I'm so excited because I was a former fat kid and I was treated viciously growing up. And, whatever your like body journey is your own journey. And
I had weight loss surgery about 11 years ago now. And I will tell you what's been really interesting about that journey is the world is not kind to fat people.
Not at all.
And I can't tell you, I could feel the difference in the way that I was treated even by strangers, right? People would look you in the people would look me in the eye now. People
Smile
were just
on the street.
sort of kinder to me.
Yeah.
The one thing I will say that I wish was that there is a body positivity movement right now that I wish that I would have been part of, because I think a part of what was wrong with me is that there was self-loathing, right?
Yeah.
And really feeling like I sort of didn't deserve to be treated better, which I feel bad for the person who I was for that reason, right?
But it is amazing to see, especially young women these days, not having any of it.
No bullshit. It's so great.
Doesn't work
love that
way.
for them so much, and I'm sorry that I missed out on that moment, because when I was like 17 years old or 20 years old or 30 years old, I needed it then.
You know? And it felt like it would never change. I mean, that was the kind of thing where it's like we lived in a very Vogue magazine world. It was very singular, the monoculture.
Snackwell cookies, right? Diet culture was so fucked up.
So huge that it's like we would never have that conversation about shells and cheese versus mac and cheese, because what a pig, what are you saying?
Exactly.
That whole culture. And I think that's the upside of social media, where it's like everyone got on there and then a bunch of people were like, hey, how about you don't say that? How about, you know what I mean? How about you adjust that position and what you think?
Totally. And we're going to talk about like discrimination lawsuits around fat people and how they're treated and like things that have been litigated. So I think it'll be an interesting kind of like entree into that. But we always end up talking about like our personal experiences with these things because it's so, I don't know.
It's amazing.
It hits home.
Yeah.
It's home. For a lot of people, I think. Like everyone, even if you didn't like live that experience, you know someone or you had a family member who was always treated differently, or you always heard like someone's side remark after.
What I love about this is like the legal side of things. I feel like I'm not part of that, and I'm not there. Like I can't be part of that conversation because I don't know legal terms at all. But
Me
you
either.
guys. But I love that you guys make it.
Pull up the ChatGPT. No.
Yeah, you know, this conversation is very similar to the podcast in that you've got your central thing, you go there, but you also, like friends, just kind of chat, talk through things, discover things.
Yeah, we were talking about like looted art and like stolen art, and then the Louvre robbery happened, and we were like,
somebody got arrested. Did you see that?
Someone got arrested.
They got him.
Yeah. So we're recording every week. It'll be a very topical episode. I think we record it comes out a couple days after. So we will be covering headlines like what's really happening. And I'll dive into like the law behind it, but like I'm not a Supreme Court litigator. Like I am at the local courthouse with your drug dealer, with the person who was drinking and driving. Like I am there with like the local public defenders and the local prosecutors. This is not going to be like an esoteric legal podcast where we're pontificating on like the latest Supreme Court.
No, but I mean, I think the point is to sort of like give some information and also make people laugh and make people sort of be like, oh, you know what? I'm going to think about that. And maybe I've heard this thing from Melissa and Michael's podcast, and I'm going to look and do a deeper dive. Right?
Contextualize it too, right? Like, what do you do if you get pulled over? Okay, we're going to do this like twice, once for white people and once for black people. Because the things that happen to the two of us when we get pulled over are very different.
They're very different.
Yeah. Wow. And I've started giving legal advice in my practice to migrants based off of their appearance, based off how brown they may appear, which is, it's always kind of been like that. I mean, criminal defense attorneys and immigration attorneys, we've always had to sort of think about like, okay, this client is from Sweden. It's going to be a little bit different. Maybe we do this thing a little bit differently or do something over here. But now it is quite explicit. It was always like inferred. And I think especially defense attorneys were always acutely aware of like racial injustice in the justice system. But now it is so explicit. The quiet part's being said out loud with your full chest. So it's been a really interesting time to start a podcast. Because the first episode, I was like, what the fuck are we going to cover?
I mean, there's so many things.
We've got too many things to talk about.
There's so many things. So much.
But we'll be in the studio every week talking about it. And I always say I'm flying around New York City on my broomstick. I bike everywhere. I bike up and down 2nd Avenue to the courthouse. And then I come after court wraps at like 5 o'clock. I fly up on my bike with a helmet.
He does wear a helmet.
I do.
Safety first.
My dad taught me that. And I fly up to the studio after trial wraps. Yeah.
Oh my God. Should we do one more pick aside?
Oh,
please.
And then we'll do a pick aside for them.
But it'll be all constitutional law, and we won't be able to answer. We don't know. We told you we didn't know.
We're sweating. Okay, should I do one?
Yeah.
Okay, this is Solve My Disagreement. Do you shower after having a bath? Hello, MFM family. Love you all. Recently, I had a disagreement with my fiance. At the time, I was so sure I was in the right that I polled my friends and family to find out it was more of a divisive topic than I
don't know if it's divisive or divisive because I said one on TikTok and everyone fucking came for me. They were like, this disgusting man doesn't know how to pronounce it. They came for me.
They know
they
I
doxed
can't.
me because people just started calling my phone after that.
Oh my God,
I don't
just
know
for
what
that
happened.
word?
It could be that or the Swifties. I'm
People
not sure.
they're very so easily triggered.
Everyone's divisive about it.
Divisive. I don't know. I still don't know. Everyone got so mad I didn't know which one it was.
And
do both.
so
Okay,
piss everyone
please.
off.
Add the slash.
When you have a bath, do you shower afterwards? My view is that you do all that relaxing, that showering afterwards would just undo the relaxing. The bath also cleans you. That's how people have been cleaning themselves for centuries. My fiance says that you need to wash off the suds if, for example, it was a bubble bath. What other people have said is that you are lying in your own dirt. That's what my husband says.
That's what I think.
That's what I think, too.
That's what I think.
What I have realized in my information gathering is that most people who are British, where we live and where my family is, agree with me. But my fiance, who is Polish, and a lot of other my friends who are from other countries, they have another opinion. I haven't asked any Americans yet.
Yeah.
Please help solve the disagreement.
Well,
Thank you, Lottie and Herbert.
I'm sorry. We're not taking any advice from England on hygiene. I'm sorry to any British divas.
Or spices.
I'm sorry. All of us around the table have fierce teeth. We're looking iconic.
No.
We're not going to England for any how we're going to. I've been there. I've lived there. It is why are, first of all, in England, the two faucets, hot and cold, about a mile apart on the fucking sink. Why do I'm changing time zones to get warm water. This is absurd.
It's like the war's over, guys. Get it together.
How did they run the world for 300 years?
Well,
that was absolutely
by force.
Yes, anyway. So that was the first thing I heard, and the second thing I heard was for centuries people have been bathing like this. I don't think it's been documented that they were bathing particularly well centuries ago.
No, they used to share the bath water.
Yes. You get in and out.
Yes, yeah.
So
that's
ew.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
Let's do the most updated version.
Yes.
Instead of looking back to our ancestors.
Right.
What would they have wanted to do? Probably get in the fucking shower.
Yeah, be like, I wish I could get this film off me.
We are all post-bath showers.
I'm 100% not.
You are not?
I am 100% not.
So after a bath, you just get out.
You're like later
just
divas.
cleaned myself.
But you've been, no.
No, I'm not dirty though. Like, I married my husband and he was like, what are you doing? And I was like, why are you getting in the shower? Like, what a fucking wake-up call after this relaxing thing. I mean, I'm not that dirty to begin with.
You're taking a bath is like a...
I wanted to tell you.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
But George's always just had a little bathtub ring right there.
Just a little ring. Are we thinking that the bath is for cleaning or relaxing?
Both. I think both.
Okay. I think that sometimes the bath bombs are like so strongly scented. I worked at Lush in 2009 as a holiday hire before law school. I had to make money while I was studying for the LSATs. I had 4 jobs, and that was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And my laundry smelled fucking wicked. After the end of the day, those bath bombs smell crazy.
I mean, it's asking for a UTI, not to fucking
100 for sure.
Right?
Yes.
But as someone with very thick hair, I can't wash my hair in a bathtub.
Oh, no.
So your hair
is like, from
it's
the
just
neck
that.
down.
Maybe like a face mask.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Some magnesium salt.
Magnesium salt. Magnesium dries my skin out a little bit.
Same.
Yeah, but then I have to.
But then you add in something else, like
Yeah, I definitely feel like the
mixology
bath. The bath for me is relaxing, not cleansing.
But showers don't wake me up. Showers, I'm like still going to sleep.
the shower and the bathtub have to be separate. I will.
Oh, you won't do a shower
No.
tub? Okay, Miss Diva's never lived in New York. That is all we got.
Really?
No, always make a bath in the sink.
I mean, I've lived in apartments and I didn't take baths for 2 years.
My neighbor fell in the tub. This is like, oh my God.
Oh, I
this is
remember
like
that.
crazy. And I think I called you.
Yes, you did.
Because why would I call my husband? He's not going to help me. I called Melissa. And these are the friends we are. When your cat died, you called me, not her husband, Andre. Like this is how emotionally dependent we are.
This is how
on each
best
other.
friendships really work.
They were like, can you come help deadlift this 90-year-old man out of the tub? My neighbor came and got me. And I'm like, I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm ready. And I go down, hard cut to me, trying to deadlift this man out of the tub. And I was like,
Wait, was he alive?
I was like, he needs medical assistance. Okay. We have to call it. They didn't want him to go to a hospital. They were like, he might get an infection.
Oh my God.
And I was like, this is beyond my capabilities at this point. This is
as
not,
a neighbor.
This is like,
Right. Yeah.
And I went back 40 minutes go by. The police came. I'm talking to the police. We're doing a translator situation. I go back upstairs. My husband's still watching TV. He's like, where were you? I was like, sorry, triage. Telemetry.
Checked out.
Where were you?
Hope you enjoyed Dancing with the Stars.
Watching TV.
The cha-cha slide on Dancing with the Stars. What the fuck my drag? I'm downstairs covered in blood.
Wait, but also, like, if you helped him and he got hurt from it, he could sue you.
Oh,
right?
I'm sure. Yeah. And that was my thought as a naked octogenarian was laying over my shoulder, bleeding on me. I was like, this is a head trauma situation. This is really something that we need medical assistance.
It's beyond.
Yeah.
You got to know when it's beyond your power.
Anyway, we moved, and I don't talk to my neighbors anymore. Let me tell you, I'm serious. I don't talk to, and I've lived there for years in my new apartment, and people come, they see me come off the elevator, and it's, just like down, headphones in.
They want to talk to you so bad because they're like, I saw you on TikTok today.
He's my neighbor. He's my neighbor.
My TikTok neighbor.
I don't want to be that guy who has to come pick your grandpa up out of the tub. I can't do it.
That's too much. I feel like this could go on forever.
I know.
And
I have so many questions.
I don't want to stop it, but I think we have to. But we just need to tell you guys, we are so thrilled that you are on this network with us. We're so thrilled to have your voices, to be able to hear what you have to say and to help guide in whatever way you guys do, through friendship, through law, through life experience, whatever it is. We're just thrilled. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us. This is a wonderful opportunity. We're super excited. I can't wait to see what happens next.
Yes, we're going to have a blast. The show premieres on November 13th.
That's right. We have all that info.
And we're going to have so much fun. Get ready to laugh.
Questions. People need to call in their questions.
Oh, y'all need to send
in those
questions.
The DMs.
Because people are calling me just because I got doxxed. They're just calling myself.
You really did? I thought you were joking about that.
No, yeah.
They doxxed you.
Yeah, but I get doxxed all the time. It's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
People throw my
It's actually not fine, but okay. But it happens all the time.
I mean, if I say don't do it, they'll just do it harder.
Right.
It's like,
you got things like that.
But please send in your questions because we really are answering them.
Yeah, we are answering them. And like I say it all the time to everybody, while Michael is a lawyer, he is not your lawyer. But we really want you to write in and also keep your personal information personal.
Oh my
because
God.
People are out here giving us their social security numbers.
They're like, okay, here's my credit card number. Please read it on the air. Like it's like people are sending
Yes, my name is John Smith and I live at 123 Main Street.
Don't tell anyone where I'm located, but here I'm going to drop a pin.
Yes.
It's so wild.
And I think that you also, because we get a lot of letters at the very bottom, they'll say, keep me anonymous. Put that at the top.
Put it at the top.
Keep me anonymous.
Yeah.
And do it yourself.
Yes.
Right.
DIY.
DIY. Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
The newest podcast on Exactly Right Network, Brief Recess, debuts November 13th, 2025. Listen to new episodes out every Thursday on your podcast app and watch Brief Recess on the Exactly Right YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/ExactlyRightMedia.
You can watch it and then you can subscribe to Brief Recess on YouTube, or you can listen and subscribe and give it a 5-star review wherever you get your podcasts. And please do that.
Yay. Thank you.
Thanks, you
for
guys.
having us.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you, Diva.
Now we all do ketamine together.
Oh, man. Cut the camera. Cut the camera.
Elvis, do you want a cookie?
This has been an Exactly Right production.
Our senior producers are Alejandra Keck and Molly Smith.
Our editor is Aristotle Acevedo.
This episode was mixed by Liana Scolacci.
Our researchers are Maren McGlashan and Allie Elkin.
Email your hometowns to myfavoritemurder@gmail.com.
Follow the show on Instagram at myfavoritemurder.
Listen to My Favorite Murder on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
And now you can watch us on Exactly Right's YouTube page. While you're there, please like and subscribe. Goodbye.
Hey, everybody. Here's the thing about other home security systems. They're all designed for after the window breaks, after someone's inside, after you get the notification, after the police come. SimpliSafe is the first system designed for before, stopping a break-in before it even begins.
That's right. Unlike traditional security systems that only alert you after a break-in is already underway, SimpliSafe is designed to help prevent the crime before it starts. Their cameras can detect suspicious activity at the perimeter and alert live U.S.-based agents. Then SimpliSafe's agents assess the threat, intervene, speak through the camera to scare off the intruders, and call for 911 dispatch.
That's right, and SimpliSafe has been protecting your world for 20 years, everybody. So celebrate their anniversary and save 60% on your new SimpliSafe system at simplisafe.com/stuff. That's 60% off, you guys, at simplisafe.com/stuff. Plus, when you order, write in our show name and the How Did You Hear About Us survey to let them know that we sent you. Don't forget, there's no safe like SimpliSafe.
Calling all amateur detectives and podcast obsessives.
Virgin Voyage's second true crime voyage sets sail March 20th, 2027 for a 5-night escape to Grand Turk and the Beach Club at Bimini.
As part of the On Air at Sea collection, this immersive sailing brings together fan favorite podcasts, including Disgraceland, Buried Bones, and Wisecrack, for live recordings, behind-the-scenes access, exclusive meet and greets, and crime-themed programming that you won't find anywhere else.
All aboard our award-winning, kid-free ships.
Head over to virginvoyages.com/truecrime to secure your spot.
Goodbye.
I'm Nancy Glass, host of the Burden of Guilt Season 3 podcast. This is a story about a horrendous situation that destroyed 2 families. It's a scorched earth war that shows just how far someone will go to get what they want.
Cindy said I had to choose between the truth and my family, and I had to choose the truth.
Listen to Season 3 of Burden of Guilt on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.